citizens outside the castle wall. We're going to do a Mexican wave. You all know what one of those is? Yes? So you guys, you will support people, you'll start, what we're going to set the tone. Right? And we've got people watching and judging how this is going to go. Alright? So on the count of 3, then all of you, big hands up and a big scream all the way around. Alright? Do not hold back. Right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Well, I have seen worse. So it started well. It was quite good over there. Where were you? Where were you? And it wasn't the best. I know you were wearing the loudest garment known to man, but I think we need to do that louder. So I think we'll start with you guys this time, and we'll go the opposite direction round. So you set a benchmark, we need to go higher. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Go! Right, well done everybody, well done.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Durham University's Congregation Ceremony. I would like to make some brief announcements on behalf of the University. In the interest of all guests, we request that mobile telephones be switched to silent or turned off during the ceremony. The use of cameras and recording devices is not permitted during ceremonies, and no flash photography is allowed inside the cathedral. If the fire alarm sounds, please follow the instructions of the cathedral and university staff. During the ceremony, please reserve applause for the end of each group of graduands rather than applauding each graduand individually. And finally, when the ceremony ends, please wait until a member of university staff advises you to leave. In our experience, this is the quickest and safest way to clear the cathedral. Thank you. Please rise for the staff procession.
This congregation is assembled for the conferral of degrees. Please be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduands, good afternoon. My name is Philip Plimming, and as Dean of Durham, overseeing the life and mission of this cathedral, I'm delighted to welcome you to Durham Cathedral today. Welcome to our graduands, their families and friends. Among them our honorary graduand, Mr. Mark Gatiss. The magnificent building in which you are sitting, Durham Cathedral, has stood here for well over 900 years as a place of pilgrimage, prayer and proclamation. People across the world admire this cathedral as an architectural masterpiece in a beautiful landscape setting. For many, it's an emblem of the North, where its best-loved saints, Cuthbert and Bede, are buried. People of many different faith perspectives are drawn here for its history, its beauty, and the opportunity it offers to encounter something of God. Durham Cathedral also has a long commitment to scholarship and study. As well as Bede, the father of English learning, the cathedral has a medieval library and archive of exceptional quality, which students from the university continue to use for their research. And indeed it was the cathedral which, alongside Bishop William van Mildert, established in 1832 the university from which you are graduating today. Since its foundation, therefore, the university has had a close and unbroken connection with the cathedral, which continues to this day. Our partnership with the university in this ceremony is an important expression of this. And I hope that as Durham graduates soon to be, the cathedral will have a firm place in your affections. I hope you enjoy this celebration. It is good to welcome you here today. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Professor Clive Roberts, and I am the Executive Dean for the Faculty of Science here at Durham University. It is my privilege to welcome you all to today's graduation ceremony in this magnificent cathedral, a centre of learning for 1,000 years. We are here today to celebrate the achievements of our graduates. As graduates of today, you are the architects of tomorrow. You have not made this transition alone. I thank everyone in our community who has been there for you, our academic and teaching colleagues, as well as those in colleges and support services. They have inspired and have also been inspired by all of you. Thank you also to our guests, your friends, families, your greatest supporters. So congratulations to you all. You did it. Today, we are here to reflect on your journey, on the highs, the lows, and the in-betweens, and to wish you the very best for the next chapter, whatever shape it may take. You have so much to celebrate. You should be rightly proud to call yourself a Durham graduate. You have learned from and been mentored by some of the finest academic minds in the world. You have achieved excellence in your subject. You have established new foundations upon which to base your future. For all of this, you have developed extensive skills: critical thinking, problem solving, and collaborative working, all invaluable to equip you for today's rapidly changing world. Throughout your time at Durham, your college will have become a home from home. You will have all been part of one of our 17 colleges, where you will have encountered students from many backgrounds and cultures, studying a range of subjects and with different interests. Some will have supported you, and some of those will become lifelong friends. You now all become part of one connected Durham alumni community. The strength of the communities in our college this year has been very clear through the 60th anniversary celebrations of Van Mildert College and Eustonhof College, and the 125th anniversary celebrations at St Mary's College. Many generations of alumni have come together at events in Durham and all across the country to celebrate their enduring connections. The rich and diverse college community gives Durham graduates a real breadth of perspective. You are all special. Your experiences at Durham will continue to shape your contribution to your community, your society, and your future. You have demonstrated your academic ability, but also much more besides. Almost all of you have had the opportunity to get involved in something completely different from your degree subject. During your time here, you may have taken up sport, music, drama, or a wealth of other activities. You may aspire to join Lauren Irwin, who won an Olympic medal last summer, star in a Netflix blockbuster like Ambika Mod, or become a government minister like James Timpson. You may have been inspired by our Venture Lab and developed an entrepreneurial spirit. One of our Venture School startups appeared on the Dragon's Den on television recently with their video editing platform, Choppity. You may strive to make your sporting passion your career. A large number of our alumni have gone on to become famous international rugby players. Some of them returned to Durham this year to help celebrate our rugby club's historic 150th anniversary. Or you may, like many others, simply enjoy an evening playing football, singing in a choir, connecting with local schools, or perhaps playing an active role in college leadership. You never know where this may take you. Alumnus Sophie Smith-Gaylor came to Durham to study modern languages. She went on to a career in digital journalism and was named as one of Forbes' 30 under 30 for marketing and media in Europe. We're also delighted that Sophie was part of our team on the recent Alumni University Challenge. Similarly, alumna Lorraine Hegacy came to Durham to study English before embarking on a career in journalism and then in broadcasting. In 2005, she became the first female controller of BBC One. Wherever you go, you will be amazed by how often you bump into a Durham alum. One of my favourite aspects of representing the university overseas is the opportunity to catch up with members of our alumni community. Our alumni are our greatest ambassadors. There are always some inspirational tales to tell and stories to hear. Please do make your relationship with Durham a lifelong one. Please do keep in touch. Tell us how you're getting on. Please do come back and visit. We will always celebrate your achievements. We are your connection to your college, your department, and your contemporaries. Congratulations to you all. Do enjoy the ceremony. Please do enjoy the celebrations and enjoy Durham.
Vice-Chancellor, as Academic Registrar, I certify that the candidates to be presented at this congregation have satisfied all the requirements of the university. The Executive Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Humanities prays leave to present candidates from the Faculty of Arts and Humanities. Reader.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you candidates in the Faculty of Arts and Humanities to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Indy Brooke Abrams, Trevelyan College. Angus Sam Murray Adams, Hatfield College. Sarah Jane Adams, St Aidan's College. Holly Akers, St Mary's College. Imani Izzy Anderson Wickens, John Snow College. Luke Appleby, St Mary's College. Samuel Cozier Axford, Hatfield College. Jade Natasha Barnes, South College. Tallulah B. Baruch Brett, College of St Hild and St Bede. Sophia Mathilde Barrios Reiner, St Aidan's College. Daniel Bavister, St John's College. Edward Jeremy Gilbert Bayliss, Hatfield College. Esme Blossom Bell, St Cuthbert's Society. Max David Noam Brandau, Josephine Butler College. Anya Doris Brandon, John Snow College. Matilda Elizabeth Rose Bridgman, Hatfield College. Lily Ella Autumn Betsy Bright, John Snow College. Isabel Caitlin Bristow, St John's College. Lachlan Thomas Harry Budd, Van Mildert College. Jack Anthony Thomas Bunn, St Aidan's College. Alicia Kate Burnett, Grey College. Lois Eve Burnett, Stevenson College. M. Jasmine Burr, Josephine Butler College. Elliot Matthew Burrin, Trevelyan College. Katie Mairead Butler, Josephine Butler College. Sylvana Winona Siobhan Calvert, Hatfield College. Polly Amelia Cameron, Trevelyan College. Ling Yu Tsao, St Chad's College. Antonio Hugo Carcedo Fiorito, St Aidan's College. Annabella Rose Jane Carver, St John's College. Grace Chamberlain, South College. Yik-Hei Chan, Grey College. Tilotama Chowdhury, College of St Hild and St Bede. Amelia Clayton, College of St Hild and St Bede. Rachel Neve Cliff, Van Mildert College. Cara Cobham, Josephine Butler College. Isabella Rose Cochrane, University College. Matilde Laura Codacassa, University College. Cameron Collins, Collingwood College. Emily Catherine Condy, St Mary's College. Sophia Eftihia Maria Constantinou Hickman, Van Mildert College. Neve Elizabeth Coyle, Trevelyan College. Megan Jane Crossman, Josephine Butler College. Valentina Kira Doughton, College of St Hild and St Bede. Neve Ellen Davenport, Stevenson College. Charlotte May Nell Davey, St Chad's College. Eleanor Mayer Davis, John Snow College. Sydney Josephine Davis, University College. Liana Maria Moser de Bartolo, St Cuthbert Society. James Leonard de Lullington, Collingwood College. Misty Isabelle Delembre, Josephine Butler College. Zara Angeline Marie Dewing, Van Mildert College. Caitlin Dowdall, John Snow College. Mia Jade Duncan, Hatfield College. Grace Ellis, Stevenson College. Tilly Rose Farrow, John Snow College. Erin Margaret Brenda Finn, Stevenson College. Lydia Jane Firth, South College. Serena Jane Flanagan, John Snow College. Daniel James Forster, John Snow College. Phoebe Elizabeth Folds, College of St Hild and St Bede. Harriet Honor Fraser, Trevelyan College. Eva Eleanor Rose Fritchie, Grey College. Amelie May Fife, John Snow College. Lily Victoria Gershon, Trevelyan College. Agnibina Ghosh, St Mary's College. Freshta Gus, Hatfield College. Maria Georgiana Sophie Giles, St Aidan's College. Sophie May Gower, John Snow College. Abby Schindler Greenhalgh, Stevenson College. Mia Griffiths, South College. Molly Hazel Grint, College of St Hild and St Bede. Madeleine Rosebud Grogan, St John's College. Jessica Angela Haig, Collingwood College. Kira Hamill, St Cuthbert Society. Charlotte Victoria Hamilton, St Mary's College. Grace Louisa Hampshire, Josephine Butler College. Samantha Jane Hands, Josephine Butler College. Grace Margaret Heron, St Mary's College. Daisy Florence Rose Hickson, St Mary's College. Madeline Monica Hilton, Stevenson College. Charlotte Amelia Holiday, College of St Hild and St Bede. Rundi Inkje Stephenson Holweder, St Mary's College. Millie Hoskins, College of St Hild and St Bede. Emily Grace Huff, Hatfield College. Maisie Boo Jennings, Stevenson College. Finley Alexander Jones, Van Mildert College. Katchik Paul Jordan, College of St Hild and St Bede. Mila Jowett, South College. Louisa Kemurer Farag, College of St Hild and St Bede. Sophie Stella Keegan, Van Mildert College. Elizabeth Sophie Kennedy, St Mary's College. Maria Nida Khalid, Stevenson College. Phoebe Ida Kingston, St Mary's College. Emily Jane Knight, Josephine Butler College. Stephanie Krauser, St Cuthbert Society. Charlotte Freya Lambert, Collingwood College. Annabel May Langley, South College. Millie Grace Lavington Owen, Stevenson College. Genevieve Maria Lawson, South College. Yanlin Liu, Grey College. Charlotte Rosemary Livesey, St Cuthbert Society. Charlotte Elizabeth Lowe, University College. Lucy Rosanna Mauga, St Mary's College. Caitlin Eve McBurney, St Aidan's College. Neve Mary McCoy, Josephine Butler College. Orla Penelope Rose McGiven, Josephine Butler College. Louis Michael Hamilton Meeks, South College. Isabel Ann Mitchell, St Mary's College. Beth Emily Mitten, Stevenson College. Abigail Louisa Monteith, Grey College. Olivia Grace Moore, Collingwood College. Nancy Suan Morse, St Cuthbert Society. Heather Murray, Hatfield College. Carmelin Nagaleswaran, Collingwood College. Louise Anna Newbury, St Cuthbert's Society. Amelia Rose Newton, Trevelyan College. Lauren Xin Yi Ng, Grey College. Medina Ayasha Purin Salawa Nodiawan, University College. Alana Maeve O'Hare, St Mary's College. Loena Grace Ulver, University College. Tierney Adele Marie O'Rourke, College of St Hild and St Bede. Lauren Olivia O'Shea, Josephine Butler College. Amy Elizabeth Padwick, St Cuthbert's Society. Fleur Anne Pallister, St Cuthbert's Society. Emma Alice Parker, John Snow College. Maya Paschini, St Aidan's College. Conrad Alexander Peck, Van Mildert College. Scout Pemberton, St Chad's College. Jolie Isabella Phillips, College of St Hild and St Bede. Caris Ellen Rabel, University College. Megan Elizabeth Ramdany, St Chad's College. Jane Leonora Catherine Rance, Van Mildert College. Marnie J. Ralph, John Snow College. James Edward Reed, St Cuthbert's Society. Bethany Asis Riach, Josephine Butler College. Lucille Jane Richards, St Cuthbert's Society. Chloe Olivia Richardson, University College. Phoebe Alexandra Richardson Cornish, University College. Joseph Stiles Robinson, Trevelyan College. Hannah Catherine Rodriguez, Trevelyan College. Leon Russell, St Mary's College. Elena Henrietta Ruta, St Chad's College. Tisa Sabeti, St Chad's College. Eriba Saeed, Josephine Butler College. Bethany Caris Sanderson, Collingwood College. Martha Ruth Sankey, College of St Hild and St Bede. William Arthur Sapansky, University College. Hannah Mai Shepherd, St Cuthbert's Society. Jian John Lewis Shepherd, Stevenson College. Ruth Ellen Louise Shields, South College. Holly Charlotte Sims, Hatfield College. Amy Jennifer Simpson, Josephine Butler College. Catherine Elizabeth Skelton, Van Mildert College. Ellen Kate Elizabeth Smith, Stevenson College. Saskia Elizabeth Smith, St Aidan's College. Nina Zoe Rout Sprange, Collingwood College. Georgia Abigail Stead, Josephine Butler College. William Joseph Stedman, St Cuthbert's Society. Piper Brooke Stevens, Stevenson College. Louis Daniel Story, South College. Elizabeth Kate Sykes, Grey College. Emily Jane Taft, Trevelyan College. Amber Elizabeth Grace Tate, Josephine Butler College. Hannah Thistlethwaite, University College. Mia Jasmine Tilliard, Collingwood College. Lucy Isabel Tothill, Josephine Butler College. Alice Catherine Tribe, College of St Hild and St Bede. Le Sung, Collingwood College. Roderick Gilbert Stratton Turner, University College. Alex Juliet Tyler, John Snow College. Man Yue Su, St Chad's College. Alea Carmel Upson, South College. Catherine Van Moerik Broekman, St Mary's College. Matilda Sophia Daean Varming, College of St Hild and St Bede. Samantha Nicole Webb, John Snow College. Bethany Alex Weeks Greener, Collingwood College. Abigail Megan West, Van Mildert College. Josephine Nora Whiteley, Stevenson College. Rebecca Lily Wilkes, St Mary's College. Nicole Catherine Wilson, St Chad's College. Ella Josephine Wiltshire, Hatfield College. Charlotte Emily Woosnam, South College. Morris Daniel Shiveras, Hatfield College. Zhao Yi Xue, Grey College. Emma Jane Ewells, South College. And Joseph Alfred Most, Hatfield College. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you candidates in the Faculty of Arts and Humanities to be admitted to the degree of Master of Arts. Olivia Rose Harris, University College. Claire Elizabeth Kaiser, St John's College. And John Martin Miller, Hatfield College. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you candidates in the Faculty of Arts and Humanities to be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Lucy Atkinson, St Aidan's College. Angus Alexander Howie, St Mary's College. Jessica Hunter, Van Mildert College. And finally, Selima Soyuchok, Usinov College.
Graduands, would you please now rise for the conferment of your awards? By the authority of the University, I admit all candidates of this congregation to the degrees for which they are qualified. Please give them a very big round of applause. Vice-Chancellor, Senate has resolved to confer the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa on Mark Gattis.
The Department of English Studies is delighted to present Mr. Mark Gatiss for an honorary Doctor of Letters in recognition of his significant contribution to UK culture via television writing, a prize-winning acting career on stage and screen, and a wider commitment to the importance of literature and literary scholarship as a source of entertainment for the most diverse possible public audiences. Mr. Gatiss was born in Sedgefield, County Durham, the son of a colliery engineer, and has achieved a remarkable cultural dominance in the world of television, writing for and starring in The League of Gentlemen, Sherlock and Doctor Who, amongst many others. He's also the author of 3 well-received historical novels and several works of non-fiction. Much of his writing draws on his interests in Victorian and Edwardian culture and on an abiding interest in horror, the Gothic and the macabre. Mr. Gatiss has also established an impressive stage career, including playing Menenius in Shakespeare's Coriolanus at the Donmar Warehouse in 2013 and Dr. Szpigelski in Patrick Marber's 3 Days in the Country at the National Theatre in 2015, for which he won the Laurence Olivier Award for Best Actor in a Supporting Role. In 2023, he starred as Sir John Gielgud in Jack Thorne's The Motive and the Cue, directed by Sam Mendes for The National. He won the Best Actor Olivier for this complex and moving role, exploring Gielgud's relationship with wide renown, his lauded stage career, and his sexuality as a gay man. Reviewing the play for The Guardian, Arifa Akbar wrote that Gielgud's inner complications are searingly explored, while Quentin Letts for The Times called Mr. Gatiss' performance eerily good. Given that Sir John has been described as the greatest speaker of Shakespearean verse of the 20th century, it is no mean feat to resurrect him on the stage. Writing to an imagined young actor in 1964, Sir John calls acting a flexible and contributory form of art dependent upon the originality and selectiveness which are the hallmarks of the true artist. Building an original perspective from an interest in literature in place from childhood, Mr. Gatiss has proved himself a true artist across several forms. Not everyone, of course, has the good fortune to read English literature at university. Indeed, Mr. Gatiss did not, instead completing his studies in theatre arts at the innovative Bretton Hall College. But his acting and television work is marked by the intention to see literature as a common fund of stories, forms, and means of play amidst which we are all invited to explore. Not everyone, alas, has the good fortune to be from County Durham, but we are so pleased to have Mr. Gatiss to represent our region and to be here among us today as an example of just how far a training in the arts might take you. Vice-Chancellor, I present Mr. Mark Gatiss to receive the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
Congratulations, Mark. So much. And then do go to the podium.
I'm afraid that's all we've got time for. Now, in those days, a decree went out from Caesar Augustus to register all the empire for taxes. Sorry, I've always wanted to do that here. Vice-Chancellor. Firstly, a huge round of applause for all these brilliant students. I'm absolutely chuffed to receive this honour from Durham University. It holds a very special place in my heart. I have to say, though, this is actually my third doctorate. I was Doctor, now I'm Doctor, which means I've gone from being the first line of a joke into a medical emergency. When the first one was conferred, I shortly after found myself at Heathrow Airport bound for Canada. For some reason, I had to fill in a form at the check-in desk, which included titles, Mr., Mrs., Miss, Ms., and Doctor. I thought, what the hell? I am a doctor now. So I ticked the box, and a very world-weary air steward looked down his glasses at me and said, "Is this true, sir?" I said, "Yeah, I'm a doctor of letters." He said, "Don't put that, sir. Someone has a heart attack at 30,000 feet, you're not going to read them a book." I am from a proudly working class family. My dad was a colliery engineer and then a mental hospital engineer in School Aycliffe. My mum was a secretary in a paint factory in Shildon. I grew up here in the industrialised northeast and went to the very lovely Heinton Primary School, and then to the slightly more intimidating Woodham Comp, where the boys were scary and the walls were made of compressed cardboard. But lots of things contributed to me standing here today. A wonderful, loving and supportive upbringing, a family who have always kept my feet on the ground, and the encouragement of great teachers. I'd like to say a special thanks to Philip and Anne, Leslie and John, and my brilliant English teacher, John Bleasdale, all of whom are here today. But two of the things got me here: gin and tonic. No, books and television. I've always loved reading and I've always loved the telly. But growing up in the 70s, there was something we all took for granted. People on the telly were posh. From continuity announcers to the Young Scientists of the Year, from actors on Play for Today to the contestants on Ask the Family, there was a preponderance of well-spoken, articulate people, mostly looking back with very dry hair, who had clearly been to the right school and had moved pretty seamlessly into entertainment. It was just the way it was. And then one evening, I came across a play on BBC Two. It was about a woman taking her mentally disabled daughter to the crematorium on a bleak Sunday afternoon. It was Alan Bennett's Our Winnie. And I think I only watched it because Winnie was my mum's name. It was a revelation, like someone had lifted up my head and peered inside. The patterns of northern dialogue were perfect, the deadly dullness of those Sunday afternoon visits to relatives precisely captured. The crushing melancholy of the creme, with its dead flowers and book of remembrance, was identical to my own experience. How did he know these things? I wondered in awe. In short order, Alan Bennett became my new hero, and his journey from a butcher's shop in Leeds to an Oxford scholarship, from beyond the fringe to preeminent dramatist, was genuinely inspirational. That authentic voice, that not posh voice. I had no dreams of going to Oxbridge. I didn't have the Latin, as Peter Cook used to say, but it felt like there might be a path through to the sort of career that I had always dreamed of. And it felt possible because there was a system in place which actively encouraged what was once charmingly referred to as the lively arts. I did drama at O-level, then drama club after hours, and then youth theatre on Friday night, where I took my first giddying steps into an exciting grown-up world, not as a hobby or an indulgence, but an actual possible job. There were regular trips to Darlington Civic Theatre and the RSC, which toured to Newcastle in those days, where I saw Michael Gambon's King Lear. And there was the Arts Centre in Darlington, a huge, buzzing, exciting place where in proper Cliff Richard fashion, we put on our own shows, a lot. From this came the chance to do a degree at Bretton Hall, where I met the rest of the League of Gentlemen, with a grant from my local council. Darlington Arts Centre was long ago converted into flats, and of course the idea of a grant is now so distant as to seem almost quaint. Bretton Hall College is about to become, would you believe, the northern branch of the Groucho Club. I look forward to going back. The arts are always the first to go, being seen as a soft option, and government has systematically and consciously downgraded their importance at the expense of subjects they consider useful. And though TV itself has become hugely more representative of Britain in so many ways, class, I think, remains a barrier. You have to see a way through to believe it's possible, and those paths are simply ceasing to exist. So this is something that you, the representatives of the future, are going to have to fight for. And it won't just be the arts. I'm afraid in an increasingly dark world, we're going to have to fight for science and reason and truth and basic humanity, and stop banging and burning books. I wish you all the very best of luck and huge congratulations on this very special day. I'm deeply honoured and very moved to receive this doctorate. Doctor, the only thing left now is to become Doctor Who. This is for Mum and Dad and Jill and Dave. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Gatiss, and congratulations again to all our graduates. My name is Karen O'Brien, and it's my great privilege to be Vice-Chancellor and Warden of Durham University, and it just falls to me to say a very few words in closing, although I can't conceivably follow that. But I will follow that with a Latin word, so with apologies to Mark and to Peter Cook. The word graduate comes from the Latin gradus, which means a step. Graduation today is not the end of learning, and it's certainly not the end of your connection with Durham University. It's a step to the next thing that you're going to do, and I hope that the steps that you take in subsequent years will not be too steep, and I hope that they will be rewarding and that they'll take you somewhere where you really want to go. I'm particularly enjoying this ceremony because I am myself a graduate of a degree in English literature. I have a PhD in English literature, and I have a love of the creative arts. and creativity. And I was reflecting that when I was growing up, I was often read by my parents Hilaire Belloc's cautionary tales, satirical tales of naughty children with mock moral lessons to be learned by the young. And one of them featured the story of a young lady called Sarah who repudiated reading and English literature. And the poem says something like, "Not so Sarah, not so Sal, she was the most uncultured gal. She didn't give a pinch of stuff for any literary stuff." And because she didn't really learn to read and paid no attention to reading, she ignored a sign in a field that said, "Beware the very furious bull." And so she was unable to read the sign, and she was tossed out of the field by the bull and narrowly escaped serious injury. And the lesson that she learned was not the lesson that she should read and respect reading and learn from reading, but that literature breeds distress. Literature breeds distress. Now, may I assure you, from my experience, literature breeds the opposite of distress. It breeds opportunity, it breeds the kind of creativity and talent that we have seen from Mark in his magnificent career, and I think it will take you in all kinds of places. I've really enjoyed shaking everyone's hand, making eye contact. Many of you have said thank you to me. I do think it's great to be thankful. I think it's great to be thankful to all of your friends and family who are here with you today, and the many people who are joining us online. We are so grateful to you and to the support that you've provided. I think it's also great to be thankful to the staff who have helped you along the way with their pastoral support, their academic support, and have always been on your side. And I hope when you look back on your university days, you'll be grateful for all those little moments of fun and curiosity and growth that made being at Durham what you'll really remember it to be. And let me say in turn from Durham University that we are grateful that you chose us, that you came to us, and that you will always be connected with us. We are very proud of you, and we hope that you'll be proud of us in the many years to come and wear your Durham badge with pride. Thank you and congratulations again. This congregation is now concluded.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seats and wait until a member of university staff advises you to leave. Guests in the nave will be directed out first, followed by those in the side aisles. In our experience, this is the quickest and safest way to clear the cathedral. Please remember to visit the congregation fair in the marquee on Palace Green. Thank you.